Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and the Black channel here at Ticker Talker. And if it's Tuesday, it's the Strat Attack show. And that's when we're getting the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on here. So let's get to it. We got SPY doing nothing. So we're starting off a new month, new all that kind of stuff. End of the quarter, stuff like that. So here you go to start off the week, dead in the middle, inside day. And so, one of the things we want to see is what happens when the futures break the weeks, and are they anywhere near the month? So we've been talking about that since the end of the month. SPY nowhere near taking out last month's lows, right? So we want to see how this plays out here. How do you get out of this inside week? So it's been the good thing about it is it's been going back and forth really nicely for trading. Look at this: 2-2 up, 2-2 down, 2 down, 2-2 up. I mean, this has been some pretty good trading for for all this inside stuff during the day, since we know what we're doing. If we go to QQQ, almost an outside day, just ran out of time, so wouldn't surprise me to go dink and do the compound three. But once again, dead in the middle of the week. I'm taking that out. So the concern would be, once again, is if you can take out last month's lows. You're not close to doing that. You'd have to take out the weekly lows first. So we'll see what comes of that. Let's see. Usually I split it up into buys and sells, but I just got a hodgepodge. So we'll just go through it all. Triple D here. Shooter down in the month. 2-2 here. Below 32.59, right? So we want to keep an eye on that. That also tells us to keep an eye on SSYS, which is getting closer here, below 31.35, almost there. So you can watch those together. If you go to space, also 2-2 reversal on the month here, below 35. So that's coming in. If we go to, and it was a nice little triangle layout too. So here's what, when I say triangle layout, here's what you're looking for. You get the initial break here. Let me get big cursor guy. Initial break, then the slight pop up, and then boom, there's your 2-2, and these become an outside bar of that, which break that month. And so that's how you do that one. If we go to ONEM, and here's a combination too. The inside day, boom, to the downside, and what does that do? Month, right here. So below 46.78, you got ONEM going to be have some trouble in there. If we go to not with NVX, with NVX you can watch also Moderna here. It's got some distance on here, but we know these things can move, and it's going to be interesting how this market handles everything opening up with Texas going 100%. Are we going to have a tech sell-off and then pandemic runs? We don't know yet because we got inside weeks, and that's what we want to find out. Moderna does go inside day, so we'll see if it wants to come back through all this kind of stuff, right? But down the road, let's see if it can go after this month if it starts puking. If we go to Fox A, inside month to the upside, so not bad. You got some other bar issues to get out of here, but so far so good. We can keep that on the list because you got a little bit more to take these guys out and triangle them out if they want to go up, because stuff like Disca and some of these things just really ripping over there in that sector. If we go to Groupon, and Groupon, once again, it used to be somebody way up top, right? Look at this. Way up there, right? So here's your big trying to come back up through it, and it might have to consolidate for a while. You got an inside day, but after a day like these 2 days here, that gets my attention. That gets my attention. They're trying to jack this thing. We'll see if it cools off and what goes on there. Speaking of jacking things, Rocket, and the Rocket did its job today. What we wanted here, the 2-2. Bam, new highs and squeeze box, so that's still a bunch of fun. With the other Redditors, GameStop just going inside day now here, so we'll see what comes of that with AMC, BB inside day, so we'll see. If we go to Target, rough day here, and that gives it the inside month to the downside. Here. Below 179.68, you're there because we already know big box marts like Walmart been having problems, Costco been having problems. Y'all want to stock up? Nope, don't have to do that anymore. Well, we'll see. All right, if we go to Good Tires, and Good Tires is on the old used to be somebody list up into here, so that always gets my attention if they can start bringing her back. It's had a few nice weeks there. We'll see if that continues. If we go to SWK, SWK, inside month to the upside. Here's this big broadening formation up in here, and got a little bit more room for new highs, so we'll see if it can maintain that, but it is inside month and up, above 179.22. If we go to Oprah, used to be somebody here, OPS, WW, and coming up through all this stuff, taking out last month's highs, so you can see had a few nice days here. And WW OPS, so we'll see if that continues as well. Like I said, big strong move. We'll see if we have to get some consolidation, but long month left on a bunch of these things. So if we go to iPaper, once again, used to be somebody's, a little bit higher. This is what we look for here. The Randy Jackson, the inside, the poke up. The Rev Strat that then comes back up for the 2-2-2 continuation month over 51.48. If we go to Palo Alto, potential Rev Strat month to the downside 1-2, and that would kick in below 352. You can watch that with Okta Octa here. Would be Rev Strat month to the downside below 252. Right, all that's kind of stuff we would want to know about, because that would be the help lead to that Q's break if we're ever going to get that. But things got to trigger first. If we go to BNTX, Rev Strat month to the downside. Inside bar pokes up, boom, here below this. 106.20 gets my attention. SUPN here. The 2 up, 2-2 reversal on the month, coming back down below 26.15. Go to DG, taking out last week's lows, Momo shooter, right? So you can see this thing's been in trouble for a while, and today they charged them up good. Wait for that, pop them up, inside day to the upside. Hey, we're going to come back. Then slight higher high, and then boom, outside bar, wipes them all out and goes back to the lows. If we go to PPG, on the month, getting closer here. So we want to see on the month if you can take this out, because that would be back to an old outside bar, 322. So that would be above 142.40 would get my attention on that, because it's being triggered by the weekly here. Triangle the out by taking out the lows, 2-2, back up through this range, which I already did that, but we'll see if there's more to it. If we go to ZM, that was an awesome gapper today. There you go. Once you start coming through here, we're like, give me outside bar, which we got. There was some nice stuff in there. 30 inside right here. That was a 2-2 reversal 30 on the opening. Real nice puking in there. And the thing about it is, if all these kind of trades are over, this would be Rev Strat month below 350, 181, and you're getting closer. All right, so we'll see if that kicks in, because we already know, like stay-at-homers like Peloton did the 2-2 last month and now red again. All right, so you want to see if that trend continues. If we go to AERI in the bio, inside month to the upside used to be somebody, so anything above 1887 has my attention. If you go to Babo, Rev Strat month, inside pokes up, boom. Rev Strat month to the downside below 237.65. If we go to CHRW and the trannies, outside month, inside 312 Chicago over 92.30. You're there. If we go to Hovenian and the home builders here. Nice month to start off, and you can see this today gets my attention when you do something like that, and it was real nice on the 60, the up, inside measured move, and now setting up the delayed Rev Strat for the opening. And this is another, you better believe it, used to be somebody off some splits. There you go. There you go. So we'll see how that goes coming up to take these guys out. If we go to QSR, just trying to take this. We'll see what these restaurants do. Watching this inside month. Not too exciting, but it is an inside month that we can keep an eye on with that kind of stuff. If we go to the Ford Motor Company, still coming. And that's a monthly hammer up. If you watch the macro video I made over the weekend, our yearly signal is kicked in on Ford, and so far still going. Today hits the highs of the year. All right, so let's see if there's CRM. Here's the broadening formation here, back through it, right? Having some problems, and that when we're looking to take this out, this low bar here, 212.95, so not too much left on that, but you never know. Sometimes they go a little bit further than you thought, right? Because your monthly's doing this. 222, boom, to take this out. And so the question is, it going to get worse and wipe this whole thing out, right? That's what we want to know about. So far, so good on that. If you go to ICLR, had the RevStrat month last month, and now is continuing that down, right? So I had a rough few days here. ICLR. Speaking of a rough few, one of the things that we've been watching for a while, American Tower. And with those towers, American Tower, remember we were looking for this. 2 down, 2 up, and then boom, these two become a compound outside bar of this. We got it, and so far so good. We'll see if there's more puking because they triangle them out. Now you're into the lows, so you just need to stay down there. But 3 nice days down there watching that with CCI and S-Back Tower. And one last used to be somebody had a nice day today, SLDB. And you can see this here, hammer back through. And on the monthly, used to be somebody. And that's what we like. Hopefully they can get their act together and go be somebody again. All right, so a lot of things still got to break. You know, these are just the initial stuff. Things will change when we can not be inside weeks in the broader averages and stuff like that. And if we get any monthly breaks, that will help too. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Black Channel out here, Tiger with the Strat Attack. Shoo.